Coming up next, the guest list is brought to you by My Wedding Magazine, where the art of celebration is portrayed with the utmost beauty. Visit www.myweddingmag.co.nz or subscribe now in print or digitally so you don't miss a thing. The guest list is also supported by the Wedding Associates, hand-picked collection of the best venues and suppliers, and hire plants. Whatever your purpose, hire plants have it covered.
Welcome to the guest list. In today's show, Anita is going to take us to an amazing resort in the Pacific. I'll also be talking to Terry from First Class Classics and Timmy Smith, a jewellery designer who has incredible designs for both brides and families. I'm joined by Anita Gatley, travel agent who specialises in honeymoons and wedding destinations. So Anita, where are we going today?
Well, Nikki, let's go to Rarotonga.
Oh, yes, please.
The property I want to look at today is Royale Takitumu Villas, and I was up there early on in the year, and this is has to be one of my favourite properties. It's only small, so 6 beachfront villas that all look out to Murray Lagoon. Stunning location, absolutely stunning. But the thing I really liked about Royale Takitumu is the attention to detail. 4-star luxury, but at a 3-star price. Really affordable, but definitely one of those properties that I just loved. Safe snorkeling on a deserted beach, and it's away from most of the resorts. They only take children over 12, and the thing I really like too is that they have these little impromptu get-togethers. So all of a sudden you might just be wandering around the pool, and then Bill, the owner, he'll come out with some little champagne and little canapes, and all the guests sort of get together, and it's a really nice feeling.
That's fabulous.
Beautiful, and it's because you don't expect it. It just happens sometimes. It might not happen every week, but he often tries to get the guests together, and then there is that, you know, you can be totally away from anybody and there's just you and your partner, or there can be other people around if that's what you wanted.
So it sounds like a great place for a honeymoon.
Absolutely. They do honeymoons really, really well. They do weddings. They've got a wedding planner that's on site. They like to tailor make it, so they don't actually put out specific packages. If there's something in particular that you wanted, they can add things, take things out, and that's what I really liked about it, is that it's not one size fits all. I just love this property. Real beautiful 4-star. All of the berets just have all of the mod cons, beautiful luxury bedding, and, you know, lovely art on the walls, and all of the little amenities that you'd actually expect. But just a beautiful place to get away for you and your other half. And you come back and you're really rejuvenated, and you've had a really relaxed, nice holiday, and who wouldn't want to go there to this beautiful white sandy beach?
Sounds brilliant. Does it have all the facilities like pool and spa?
They've got a small pool, so not a very big pool, but obviously you've got Murray Lagoon, and that's what they like to say, that that's their pool. But you do have that. They don't have a spa because it's only a small property. But if the guests wanted to go and do other things on the island, they wanted to go and, you know, have their hair and makeup done or anything like that, then they can obviously you know, make sure that the guests are catered for in that way. We recommend that they take a rental car, because it's quite nice to get out of the resort and have a little tiki tour around. So it's quite nice.
That's a fun thing to do, isn't it?
It is good.
Yeah.
They do have on site. They have a restaurant, so you can have your breakfast and that sort of thing. But they do organise transfers from the airport.
Fantastic. Yeah. Sounds great. Thank you, Anita. Now, don't forget, you can catch up on all the past episodes. Head to our Facebook page or our website. After the break, I'm talking to Terry from First Class Classics. I'll see you after the break.
Something missing in your scape? Hire Plants specialise in plantscapes with purpose for a wide range of events, weddings, expos and film shoots. Our knowledge, experience and range make it easy to enhance your venue. Ivy balls and buxus, palms and natives, indoor and outdoor. Hire Plants offer easy access, delivery, installation and pickup. Whatever your purpose, Hire Plants have it covered.
The guest list is brought to you by My Wedding Magazine, where the art of celebration is portrayed with the utmost beauty. Visit www.myweddingmag.co.nz or subscribe now in print or digitally so you don't miss a thing. The guest list is also supported by the Wedding Associates, hand-picked collection of the best venues and suppliers, and hire plants. Whatever your purpose, hire plants have it covered.
Hi, welcome to the guest list. I'm here with Terry from First Class Classics. Welcome Terry, welcome to the guest list.
Thank you very much, my pleasure to be here.
So First Class Classics, what does your company do?
Okay, we provide classic cars principally for marriages, for weddings. However, we do other events as well. We have a fleet of 11 classic cars ranging from Rolls Royces, Daimlers, Bentleys, Jaguars. Also, we have more modern cars, a Mercedes and a later model Jags for corporate use.
Now, do you have all of these cars in one location where somebody can actually come and have a look at the cars?
All the cars are well spread out and well displayed in East Tamaki at 22 Harris Road.
Mm-hmm. And so somebody can come along and have a look and then hopefully decide on the type of car that they'd like for their wedding or their function.
Oh, absolutely. We actually prefer them to come and have a look because we have an excellent website. However, to be there and see them and sit in them and get the feel of them is much more different than just looking at them on a screen. And consequently, we've had brides come along, or potential brides coming along, with preconceived idea they wanted a white car, it's got to be this car, and because that's what they saw on the website. Anyway, they come out and they look around and they say, oh wow, look at that one, I want that one. I don't have to check then if it's available. If it is, well, they're lucky.
They're not just booking a car for the day, they're actually booking a whole lot more in as much as they get a driver and all the other services that you offer as well.
Majority of the weddings that we cater for pick up the bride from their home, and we deliver them to the church, and then afterwards we take them on a photo shoot, and from that point then we deliver them to a reception venue.
So do people hire per hour? How does the charges actually work?
We have a minimum of 1 hour of hireage, and it's based on half-hour blocks there and after. The average wedding would be 3 hours.
Now let's talk specifically about some of the cars, because some of them have got some amazing history.
Well, I'll have to start with number one, and that's the Queen's car. That's the black Rolls Royce. It was built for Queen Elizabeth's tour of Australia, and this car particularly was in Brisbane.
Sounds great. And from the small version, it looks great too.
Oh, yes.
What's another favourite one?
The other favourites would be, well, we have the other two Rolls Royces. We have the Silver Clouds, 1956, 1957. We have a 1956 Bentley, which is very similar to the Rolls Royce. And the Daimlers. Well, the Daimlers are also, I enjoy, they carry 7 passengers. They are very comfortable to ride in. The ride is beautiful. We have 2 or 3 of them going out at a time in a convoy.
That must look pretty impressive.
Oh, they do. They look lovely. We've also used the black cars for funerals, for carrying of the grieving families behind the hearse, for example, and that they do look imposing as well.
I can imagine.
The black Daimler limo, which is the 7-seater, that was the New Zealand government VIP car for 28 years. And also we have photos, and to prove it, where we carried Queen Elizabeth, and we have a photo of her getting out to meet Helen Clark. Then we have the ex-British High Commission car, the Daimler limo. It was black, now painted white, but that carried Charles, Diana and William.
Wow, that's a great little story.
This is when the Buzzy Bee was out.
So it's lovely that they've all got a little piece of history and a story to tell as well. And obviously there are, you know, a large number of weddings taking place on the same day. So if somebody doesn't get their order in quick smart, they're going to miss out.
Oh, absolutely. We recommend at all times, from the first phone call through to the finality of a booking, that the sooner they make their booking, they guarantee the car. Now, the booking fee is $100, for example, and once they make that booking, the car's theirs for whatever time they like, for however long. Even if they have an overrun, that's fine.
And one of the things that I found is great about some of these big old cars, they've got wide doors and lots of spaces. For those brides who've got big dresses, you can get the dress in, which is really good.
Yes, we do have to look after them very much so, and especially if it's a rainy day, for example, our chauffeurs will hop out, put the umbrella up, take a towel, wipe the door sill area to make sure that when they get out, they don't get a dirty dress.
That's a lovely little touch of a service. Are any of your cars a little bit famous when it comes to being on the big or the silver or the small screen?
They've been on one of the TV series, Shortland Street, and I think it was Tia Wheeler and her, the other actor, I can't remember his name, but that was during one shoot in the evening, and then the next time it was at a wedding over at Waitakere.
And which car did you actually use for that particular?
Oh, that was the Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud, the white one.
That's one of my favourites. Terry, where would a viewer find you?
Well, they can look in our website, and it's www.firstclassclassics, all one word, .co.nz.
Terry, thank you so much for coming into the studio and talking about your gorgeous cars. I love using them for my weddings and events, and I know the viewers are going to absolutely love them too.
Thank you.
I'm Nikki Lewis, and this has been The Guest List. Remember, you can watch all past segments of our show on our website and on our Facebook page. And if you have a business which you'd like to feature on our show, please get in touch with us via email.
Something missing in your scape? Hire Plants specialise in plantscapes with purpose for a wide range of events, weddings, expos and film shoots. Our knowledge, experience and range make it easy to enhance your venue. Ivy balls and buxus, palms and natives, indoor and outdoor. Hire Plants offer easy access, delivery, installation and pickup. Whatever your purpose, Hire Plants have it covered.
The guest list is brought to you by My Wedding Magazine, where the art of celebration is portrayed with the utmost beauty. Visit www.myweddingmag.co.nz or subscribe now in print or digitally so you don't miss a thing. The guest list is also supported by the Wedding Associates, hand-picked collection of the best venues and suppliers and hire plants. Whatever your purpose, hire plants have it covered.
Hi, welcome to the guest list. I'm now talking to Timmy Smith, who is here to join me and talk to me about her amazing jewellery designs. Welcome, Timmy.
Thank you, Nikki.
It's lovely to have you here. Now, what we have on the table here is just quite incredible.
Oh, thank you, Nikki. Well, I've been designing and creating for about 13 years now. More and more I wanted to be able to create pieces that connected people to either a place, a purpose, or a person. Looking at different ways of doing that, I stumbled across lockets, and there the idea was born to encase people's memories within lockets. So those that are involved in weddings, of course, this is a perfect entity for them to hone in specific things that they want to have on their wedding day. And it may be their ability to bring a person or a place that can't be present at their wedding, or afterwards taking a piece of their ceremony site. So they might collect some sand and they send that to me, and I encase that so that they've got that memory forever. Also, a lot of people like to connect themselves to their children. Mm-hmm. So it might be something as simple as a hair locket, where I've done 4 generations and 5 different people, all within one locket. Brides quite often afterwards will, especially if they're not going to keep their dresses, will take a small piece of their dress and I will encase it.
That's such a clever idea, isn't it?
So it can be the lace work from a dress, and the other way I've been able to do this is taking from a grandmother's dress or their mother's dress and enabling them to encase it so that it's present with them. And it's especially nice for people that may not have that person with them any longer.
And I see on the table you've also got something for the grooms as well.
Yes, so cufflinks here. Again, the ability to encase what you want is quite limitless. But these ones here, Nikki, if you want to have a feel, the sand from a ceremony site.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
So the options here is that you can either take the sand prior to the event and have the cufflinks made so that they can wear them during the ceremony, or as a gift later.
That's fantastic. Or I could imagine that if a couple was to get engaged on a beautiful beach or somewhere like that, then to collect that sand and have the cufflinks made, and then to wear those in the ceremony and for the wedding. That would be very cool. I noticed there is a locket here with some water in it.
Yes, the water locket here enables you again to collect water from a specific area. This one here has been a great one. We've had bridesmaids hold on to the water from a rainy day wedding.
Oh, that is a lovely idea.
Or I've had a bride who has had the water collected from a stream from their family farm.
And I see there's ones here with there's ones with sand, there's ones with dirt. What's this one here?
This one here is a locket form of the connective kinner. So with the connective kinner, it enables you to embed sand from a specific place. Down the front here, I've got ones that have already had the sand embedded. This front one here has sand from Taranaki.
That is absolutely lovely. Now I notice there's some here that you can't actually see, it just looks like a little locket or something. What are those ones there?
Yeah, Nikki, these ones here are my discretion pendants. These enable you to encase things with discretion. So on the back of each of these, there's a screw system, and that enables you to get within the pendant and encase something like sand, soil, hair, or actually ashes.
Oh, how lovely. So if you have somebody who has passed, you can actually keep them very close to you and nobody would even know. Yeah. What a beautiful, beautiful thought.
And the thing, I've had a lot of brides that have said, look, I don't want to wear such a piece around my neck, but of course we then encase them or enable them to have them with their bouquets.
Oh, that is a lovely thing. And I suppose you could also have it as a charm on a bracelet too. How long does it take to create a piece like this?
I ask for at least 10 working days, but the big part of the lockets is that I actually do a consultation. So when people come to me with either the idea or the specific piece that they want to have encased, we sit down either virtually through Skype or face to face, and we note the words that make the piece significant, and then I document those into a letter format and gift them back with the piece.
What are they made of?
All the chains are sterling silver. With my lockets, I've used stainless steel. 2 reasons. One is the non-tarnish effect and non-reactory with what is inside. Sometimes with our sand, there's particular elements in there that can react with other metals. The other reason as well is that I had a very privileged upbringing of being a boating family, and I wanted to pay homage to my parents for what they did there.
Very nice. Yeah. That's very cool. Do you send these out all over New Zealand or even further afield?
Yeah, no, it is further afield than just Auckland. The great thing with these lockets is that a lot of the things that they want to have encased can arrive via post, and then our consultation can be done, as I said before, by Skype.
What are some of the other keepsakes that people have created?
This particular piece here, it's just a little piece of chain. A grandmother who had passed always wore one particular necklace with 4 daughters. So we decided to cut the chain into 4 pieces and create 4 lockets.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
The lockets are kind of sentiment to both ends of life, really. So I get pieces that have been asked to be created at birth, for 21st, for weddings, and then of course at the other end of life, which is for passings. And anniversaries. I get asked to do a lot for anniversaries. Probably one of the most unusual pieces that I've been asked to encase are children's teeth.
Oh, really?
When put together within the locket, from a distance, no one will realise what they are.
Nice. I also see that you've got a little flower here.
With the flowers, again, people will bring them to me, and of course the best way to bring them is in a dried state. And that can be from a wedding bouquet, it can be from flowers that have been sent to honour the arrival of a new baby.
Tell me, how did you come up with this idea?
Well, Nikki, it's actually a very old idea. What happened with me is that I had been permeating the idea of encasing memories for a long time, and then a friend of mine, Klaus, and he was gifted a old-fashioned laptop, which is a writing desk which sits on your knee, and this laptop had come from the Kennedy farm on Waiheke Island. Now my father's line runs through the Kennedys, so with tears in my eyes I'm sitting there with the laptop, and he goes, actually Tim, there was something else. When I was restoring the laptop, there was a secret compartment, and in the secret compartment was a hair locket with a little note wrapped around it that said my father and mother's hair and locket.
Oh, wow.
It had been lost for over 100 years, for a start, but by having those 7 words attached to that locket, we knew that it was from the Kennedy line. And that really cemented for me the importance of connecting, of having both the jewellery and the written word. So that's where the actual format of what I do came from.
What a beautiful story, and how lovely, and how fortunate that you found that locket, or found that lock of hair, and that this has been born from it.
Yeah, and it's quite interesting because when I mention to people about mourning jewellery, because of course that historically is where the hair lockets have been associated, the feeling of mobility comes in, and of course, as you can see from these pieces, that's not the light that I'm trying to portray here.
Not at all. No, not at all. They're beautiful pieces.
So I've been pulling old historic ways into a new concept and a contemporary design.
Timmy, absolutely stunning product, which I think a lot of our viewers would love to get hold of and have in their lives. How is the best way for them to get hold of you?
The way to get hold of me, Nikki, is to go on the Wedding Associates website, click on the suppliers section and scroll down to the jeweller, and there you'll find me and the discount that I'm offering when you purchase your discount card for $49.95 is that when you have a locket made, a custom made locket, you get to have a set of cufflinks for $30 instead of the normal $95.
Brilliant, great deal.
Thank you.
Timmy Smith, thank you so much for coming in to talk to me. Your products are beautiful.
Thank you, Nikki. Thank you for having me.
I've been talking to Timmy Smith. This is the guest list, and don't forget, if you want to see any of our past segments, you can hop onto either our website or our Facebook page. I'm Nikki Lewis. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.
guest list studio set is supplied by Hire Plants.
The guest list is brought to you by My Wedding magazine, where the art of celebration is portrayed with the utmost beauty. Visit www.myweddingmag.co.nz or subscribe now in print or digitally so you don't miss a thing. The guest list is also supported by the Wedding Associates, hand-picked collection of the best venues and suppliers, and Hire Plants. Whatever your purpose, Hire Plants have it covered.